Good morning, I'm Stephanie Meade, and we are at the Premier Pet Supply in Beverly Hills. We are joined this morning with Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
We are going to talk a little bit about skincare and hair care for your pets heading into the winter season. And, you know, all pets have different hair lengths. You know, you have the longer, you have the shorter. So how can folks kind of take care of their pet's hair?
Sure. So one thing to keep in mind, when it's cold outside and we have the heat on in our houses, that heat really dries out their skin and coat. So it's a great time to think about maybe changing the diet to a fish protein, which naturally has omega fatty acids.
Okay.
The different oils in those fish proteins really help the health of the skin and the coat.
Okay.
Or just supplementing. And one of the supplements we do really well with is called Ultra Oil.
Okay.
Ultra Oil is made up of all omega 3, 6, and 9s. It's anchovy, hemp seed, and sardine.
Do they walk around smelling like fish?
They don't, and that's the nice thing about it. So for years and forever, there's always been options like just plain salmon oil, and salmon oil is great. It depends what the dogs will tolerate, but it is very fishy smelling.
All right.
It's fishy tasting, so not all dogs like it, and a lot of pet owners don't like it either because it gets that breath smelling really fishy.
For sure.
With the Ultra Oil, what we really like is that you don't get any of that. And it's something that you just pump right over their food, so it's ingestible.
Okay.
So it's not something you're putting on the coat. You know, that's a little bit different. There's sprays and things you can do to moisturize and condition, but we find it best that most issues that, you know, are external or even internal are improved by a good diet, and this is something where you can supplement the diet and make a big difference.
Okay, and say you're doing all of that stuff, what is a good maybe shampoo or, you know, moisturizer to put on their skin?
So one thing to look for in a shampoo is doing something that's all natural, but maybe even something with oatmeal and aloe. Oatmeal is naturally soothing. It's really good for the skin. We do have Scout's Honor as well as another great shampoo line that uses probiotics. So these things really do help and are beneficial for keeping the skin and coat healthy as well.
Okay, how can you tell if your dog does start to have some of those problems, if it's a dry skin problem or just an issue with them?
So you can sometimes confuse like itching and scratching with just dry skin. That could be an allergy to a food the dog's eating, but in general, just flaky skin, and you see that almost like a dandruff look.
Yeah.
That's when you really need the supplement because the food alone is not doing the trick.
Perfect. So I guess combating it, feed them both the fish oil and this omega.
Yeah, the Ultra Oil, which is omega 6. And then if there is like issues like hot spots, like something to consider is a skin tonic by Wonderside. Does a nice job of like soothing and also healing those hot spots. But if that's an issue that continues and it persists, consider looking at changing the diet. More times than not, chicken is a culprit when it comes to allergens. Oh. And chicken causes, you know, dogs to itch and scratch, and then switching just away from a chicken makes a big difference.
Oh, all right. Well, the more you know. I didn't know that. Now Gigi has long hair, so I'm sure that her diet needs a lot of this stuff. So I think I'm going to start implementing this a little more.
It helps.
Where can folks get this? You have 13 other locations here across Southeast Michigan.
We do,
correct?
yeah. So 13 stores throughout Metro Detroit. It's our family business. Been doing this for over 30 years now. We carry tons of the national brands, a lot of specialty items, a lot of hard to find stuff, a lot of Michigan brands. We have fun doing what we're doing, but we have people that really care, and so when it matters. So if you come in with questions, we'll have answers for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really good stuff here for, you know, animals, all types during the winter season.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're going to toss it back to you guys in the studio.